Hey, this is Fern from the House of Glamour. Today we're going to do finger waves on my client's hair. What I did with her hair is I gave her like a color that's like a reddish brown, and we did this like some weeks ago. So today we're going to finger wave her. What I put on her hair was plenty of oil, because when you do finger waves and you got a little bleach in the hair or a little bit of color that's bright, you want to use oil. So what I did was I incorporated a lot of oil in her hair. And I did give her a good conditioner first, too, before I did all that. So, and then it's still going to be, you want the hair to be movable. See how movable it is? Her hair is doing good. She's my client, so her hair is going to be good. It's going to be healthy. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do her hair like in a wave pattern like this. It's going to be a whole hairstyle. Then I'll get working on it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to use the Eco Style. I'm sure you're familiar with this one. This is one of the newer ones. It has black castor oil seed and flaxseed oil in it. We're using that one to help with our finger waves, and I'm going to show you, and that'll actually help hold the finger waves in place. So I'm just going to scoop some out with my hand and put it up in here. Normally we use like a black gel, but this one has been so far so good on some of our projects, what we're doing using it with the hair. So if I use too much black gel, what it'll do is actually kill her color. So we didn't want to kill out the color in here. So, and look, you still want to be able to comb it through her hair. So, that'll work. And when it dries, it's really pretty. So, I think we're going to, okay, so what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do here. Now, watch what I do. Actually, let me grab some of the black gel. I'm going to put it right here in the front, okay? 1 second. Okay, so this is how I do my finger waves. I'm using 2 combs, okay? And I'm taking the comb, the smaller teeth of the comb, and I'm using a larger tooth. I'm actually just slightly just working it over, right? Turn it over and hold that, and then take the comb and and then comb back in that direction. Comb opposite ways than that we did, and then take the back of the comb and hold it. So now I'm going to do that. Let me see. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this piece, put that in there. And now I'm going to go back the other way, like that. And I'm going to comb the hair the opposite direction. So, oh, we got one piece that wants to stand up. So we're going to just take and move it over there. Okay. So now how that's going to meet each other, because finger waves can be kind of funny if you don't get them right. So, and use the back of the comb. So, okay, so now watch this. I'm getting ready to go the opposite direction to make my second wave. Make sure your client's hair is movable too. You want to make sure it's soft and you can work with it. If it's tight, it's going to be very hard. And I just peeled off, and then I'm going to take that hair and I'm going to comb it back in this direction. Make sure everything looks nice and neat together. See how I'm doing? I took the back of the comb and I'm doing that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the other piece of hair into that, hold it down with the other comb, and then you comb the hair out. And when you're combing it out, you're actually cleaning out what you pulled over. So I'm going to bring this hair on this side. Let me get over here so you can see it. And I caught up with that bend right there, and I'm going to bring it into that wave that's already there. And then I'm going to comb them out. I always said clean it out, but okay. So that's our first wave. Now here's the second one we're going to do. And we're going to start right here from the side of her head. All right. And we're just going to curve a little bit. I call this my arena style because it's set up like it's the way it falls in place. And look at there. See? And then you take it off that comb, clean it up. Clean out that hair underneath the bottom. And the hair, as long as the hair is movable, you should be fine. And clean that up. Everything should be going in the opposite direction now. So come back over here. Comb that in. And comb it out. And give it a little tension when you're combing it out so you can hold it in place. And there you go. And watch that. Okay. See there? There we go. We got like 2 waves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue some more, and then I'm going to have you keep coming back watching how I'm going. Okay, so this is where we are so far. We're on the side of the ear. And this is going to be a little tricky area too, because you got to get around that ear and make it look like something. Okay, so here we are again. So I'm going to get a little bit more gel. Make sure your client's hair is in good condition too. I mean, I've done it on people whose hair was suffering some other issues, and it actually helped it grow because it just gave it a rest. But you got to know how to keep your hair conditioned underneath all that. Okay, so if you notice, I'm going like this, combing it out again. This, like I said, this around this ear part's the tricky part. So it's been really hot where we are, so I'm going to bring that up a little bit off her sideburn so it won't sweat into that. Okay, and let me have you tilt back just a tad. Okay, so now what we're doing, we're going to take, and if you notice we're getting a little wider, that's all for a good purpose, because we want them to be wider. We start off small, and as we go back, we build them up. So we create a style, because we're going to pull all this up, and then you're going to see the outcome. It's not going to lay like this the rest of the evening. So see what I'm doing here? And I am doing that, and then I'm combing it the opposite direction. Opposite direction. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to show you this one here. There's your hair. Here's my comb. Here's my big tooth comb. Lay it right next to that half curve. Work it in there. Right? And then take that comb and take that off. Comb that hair in the opposite direction of that wave. That gives you a more defined looking wave. See there? I went in, and then I'm combing like that. So to give you there. See there? Let's do it again over here. It's working in there. And there you go. Okay. You really want your waves to connect if you can. It keeps them neat looking. And we're going to do this side here. See, work it in there. See how that's curved already? Take it off. Hold it down. And comb that hair right on out. See there? It gives you a nice defined little wave there. So we're going that way now. Clean it out. Curve. See there? It's all about like a little artwork in there. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to continue working on, and we'll be back. All right, so I'm going to make a little tiny finger wave on the side for her. So what I'm doing is taking a comb, and I'm just wiggling it around. Just making a little tiny. And take your tail comb and just wiggle it, and just be creative. Come up with something for your client or yourself. Okay? So we did that, and we'll just take clippers and clean off anything else. And we're going to do one in the front. Okay, so all we're doing here is we're just taking little hairs that are resting and just making some little ziggles on them. That's all. Just doing something a little fancy schmancy. And we're doing the same thing over here. You can take your comb and just work it right on in there. We're going to cut all this extra hair out in a little while. And we're just wiggling. There we go. There we go. Well, it doesn't want to do it too nicely. Let me have you tilt just a teeny weeny bit. We have to do the comb thing. Sometimes I can get it just so, but it doesn't want to work for me today. Alrighty, here we go. I got a little bit going on there. They mess up, we'll fix them again. But anyway, it's a little long on the side. Okay. So her hair is dry. So what I'm going to do right now, before I go to the front and show you how the front turned out, I'm taking her hair and I'm straightening out like this back here, because we're going to give her an up braid. And I'm using that Eco Style gel as I showed you right here. I'm using that gel again, and I use it along with the castor oil so her hair does not dry out with the gels. Even though that Eco gel is pretty smooth, so I'll pretty much hold this on its own. So I just like to keep my client's hair moist. And how I'm doing this is I'm going to give her like a braid back here. So I would try to make this as smooth and easy as possible. So I do that, working that in. And I took some hair that I had. This, you probably saw this around, I'm sure. All I'm doing is I want to just take this hair and I'm going to braid this right up inside there in her hair. So I like to take and separate the hair, put this little knot inside, and then try to bring all that together. So you'll see as I get braiding here. So because for me this is slippery, I don't like braiding wet hair that's slippery, but what I'm doing is I'm combing it as I go along to keep the hair evenly distributed in there so it won't be clumped up and slippery. So what I'll do is I'll get this braid finished and I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do next. What I'm doing now is I'm taking the braid and I'm separating it a little bit to make it look a little looser so it won't look so tight inside there. So see how I'm doing that? I'm just opening that up just a little bit, not extremely a lot. And then when I get to the top, I'm just going to put a rubber band right here to hold this in place. Okay. Okay, so I got the braid up to the top, and what I'm doing now is I'm separating the hair I used in the braid. I'm just separating it to make it give me a little bit of bush just to that hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate all this out. I'm going to curl this hair, put a bend in it, and then I'm going to show you the next step I'm going to do. All I'm doing now is I'm just taking her hair that I worked in there with the lifting, and I use that pink hair underneath the bottom just as my base to help give me some volume in there. And I'm smoothing over her hair right over top of that. Okay, if you notice it's starting to take shape. And just keep working it and cover that hair up. That's all. It just makes it a nice cover over top of her hair. So right inside there, see what I'm doing? We're covering it up. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll be back to show you the finish. We braid up the back, and then we put a bun, and that's the front, and that's the sides. This is the finish of our video, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. More video, more subscriptions. Thanks for watching from the House of Glamour.